Hi, Taurus. Today we're going to talk about 3 things that you have the opportunity to change now, or changes that are going to bring in opportunities. Now, I have done them in 3 columns, and they are separate, but they can be related because everything's kind of integrated. But now, please take into consideration that this is a general reading, so only take with you what resonates and just let the rest go. Not everything will apply for everybody. And I went ahead and shuffled and took out a lot of the cards, not all of them, but to save you a little bit of time. Okay, so let's get this started and look at your first column. You have, it is time to take action. There's something that you need to release. And here at the bottom of the deck, you have, don't let pride get in your way. So if your ego has been stopping you from something, take a look at it, because it's time to release it, time to take action on this so you can go for what it is that you want. And looking at these cards down here, I'm kind of integrating it, is right here, a temporary situation. You also have beware of great pride. So this is 2 times that it's mentioning not letting pride get in your way. And here you have beware of greed. And what I'm getting from this, it is akin to the pride. So an example could be, say you got your degree in something, but you can't find a job in that. And you spent years getting that degree, right? So you want to get your job that is directly related to that degree. Well, temporary situation here. You might need to get a job in something that's related to it maybe, or a different job, just temporarily, to get you through until the job opening that you want comes to being. To me, that's what's coming to mind, okay? So when I'm talking about the pride here, I don't think it's what people typically refer to when they're talking about having all this pride. I think it's just that physically, mentally, emotionally, you put in all this effort towards something, and that is what you want to focus on. And I think what this is saying here is temporarily you might have to have a detour, all right? But that you can go back when the time is right. And because it says temporary, I do think there's something temporary here. And also, it has muddled, unclear thinking. So that's more along the lines, kind of if you mixed that with the pride. Okay, that's kind of what I'm getting here. Now here at the bottom, below the Moonology, the Tarot is saying 3 of Cups, which is a wonderful energy. This is saying it's going to be time to relax, to get together with people of like mind that are close to you. It could be friends, family, co-workers. But it is a wonderful energy. So it's making me feel like you are working through this and letting go this issue where you feel like you have got to go in a certain way, when all actuality, you don't. You can go back to that when the time is right. But it looks like the timing is not here right now. So the change, the opportunity is to take a little bit of a detour and then go back. This is also a card of your support system. So that is wonderful. It's saying if you need support, you have it. And it is with people that you totally trust. Okay, let's get a clarifying card for that. All right, what do we have? A Tower. Okay. This could be coming on quickly, where you've had this focus, it's been with you, you feel like it needs to be with you, but something's coming in, and it could be a quick change where you're realizing, no, I need to go in a different direction, at least for now. And part of this, I feel like, is here, because here, to me, this would be that more traditional. The more I went to college for this, therefore, this should be what I'm getting my job in type of energy. And I do feel like that is what you would want, okay? So I just wanted to clarify that. I'm looking at this more as a whole. Okay, now, here in your second column, you have yin and the fates. Yin is a feminine energy of allowing things to come to you. And I do feel like there's been kind of a fight here where you are really trying to go forward with this thing. And the second opportunity is saying, relax, think things through, let things come to you. And you have the fates. And whenever this card comes out, it always brings with it something very good for you, okay? It's talking about the fates are bringing things to you that are in your favor. But right now, things are out of your control. So by allowing in this energy, receiving it, using your intuition, thinking things through, the fates are here with you, helping you. And here at the bottom of the deck, from taking that, you have by the book. This is talking about go the way it has been done before, traditionally, that has been proven to be successful. And using the degree with the job. Yes, typically, if you've been trying to get a job in a certain area and you can't, people will get a different job that is closely related, if possible, and just have that be a temporary situation until they can find the ideal position for them. So it's kind of what this is making me feel like. It, again, the detour, having to go a different route for a short time. It might be a lesson that you're learning, and it just might be the times. Right now it's a challenging time, economically speaking, in many areas. So it could have to do with that. There's been lots of layoffs and things. I guess the focus of a lot of this, I feel like, is career or finances. Now here you have the Eight of Pentacles, and this is talking about you putting in quite a bit of time and effort on this. So when it comes to this, you're putting in the time and effort to listen, to absorb, to understand that you need to grow out of this and into allowing, okay? And it's taking effort on your part. But it is going to be a wonderful thing because the fates are helping you here, okay? Your third change or opportunity is saying, have faith. Abundance is coming in. And over here, it's saying use your intuition. Faith, intuition, both of those can fall into the yin category. But yeah, have faith that this is a temporary detour. Your abundance is coming, but you have to wait for the fates. Yeah? The time will come. And here you have the King of Swords that is saying, use your wisdom, be in your truth, understand what's going on here. Everything is going to turn out fine. So let's go ahead and get a card for the, second column. You have the Hierophant. This is your connection with the divine. This is something you are learning. And I think I just mentioned that a minute ago. There might be something that you are learning, something that you're needing to go through. I think I might have used the word lesson, but something that you're needing to go through to teach you something, okay? Something very good is coming from that. Okay, let's get a card for the King of Swords. Let's see what's going to come out. That last column is just beautiful. Faith, abundance, being totally in your truth and making decisions based on your truth, right? So it's going to have long-lasting effects. And oh boy, you have 4. Okay. Letting go of the hurt that might be over here. Okay, you're letting go of it because you are transitioning into your truth and having faith. Here you have the Emperor, which is extremely powerful. You are going to be able to make the decisions that are right for you and take action on them. Knight of Wands, fast-moving knight, you taking action to go for what it is you want. Here you have the 5 of Cups, letting go. What I feel is whatever this is where, ego, pride was attached. Something wasn't turning out the way you wanted, so you turn around. You see these 2 cups which are leading you to your castle. So again, there's no card here about a detour, but that's what I'm feeling. It is a detour for you to learn. And once you have gotten into that space, everything's going to start to change. The fates are going to step in, definitely, and make everything right. And at the bottom of the deck, the 5 of Pentacles. And I do feel like these are your thoughts where you feel potentially trapped financially or in some other way. And this is how you were feeling. And I think these are working, like almost in sequence. They could be 3 things, certainly, but I do think they're integrated in some fashion. Here, I think, is where you're kind of starting out over here. And this is saying, be good to yourself. Pay attention to what's going on with you. Give yourself a break. Go ground yourself. Take a vacation. Do something that gets you out of this challenging energy, and realize that this is a process for you to find yourself, okay? I think it is a time of growth, definitely. Now here you also have fair woman and dark woman. So I'm kind of getting the impression that it could be either or. Somebody will be coming into your life, whether they're fair-haired or dark-haired, that is going to be helpful in some fashion. And I've already shown you this one, this temporary situation. And I feel like you could just plunk that right there. This is going to be temporary. Bird flying, news is on the way. And I feel like that as you are going forward, you are going to either get news or you are going to begin to understand what is going on here. And you have June, and it's an angel. So I get 2 things from this. One, you're being protected and shown the way. You see their hands are out like this. You're being shown the way that you have to go through this in order to reach this level that is going to benefit you greatly. And now June is also saying that maybe you're going to need to go through this process until the month of June, which is not going to be very far away. Okay, let's go ahead and get a card from the angels to see what they would like to share. And that is for this entire reading. And now, if you have a question, go ahead and ask it, because this might very well answer that question as well. All right, let's see what we have here. Listen to your intuition. Okay, that's twice for that. It's important for you to listen to your intuition. It will guide you correctly. And at the bottom, you have ask for help from others. Again, second card for that. If at any point in here you need help, even if it's just somebody to talk to, they are going to be here for you. And it will make a difference, okay? Oh, let's see what's at the bottom of the okay. This could be somebody working against you, but especially with this column here, I don't think so. This is saying you need to come up with a strategy that is going to work for you. How to get out of, this challenging energy, which I feel is very heavy, into a more receptive energy and allow the fates to come in, right? And this is where this fantastic outcome is going to be. Yeah, so I do feel like you need a strategy to help you, keep the progression going and to remind you what is going on. You might not need that, but it's helpful to know that what you're going through, there is a purpose in that. All right, let's get a charm. Close this out. Or 3. You have grapes. This is abundance. In here, you have abundance, okay? And you have the Emperor. That can be a very abundant card. So, abundance is coming in for you. You have a fork. And for me, this fork, it's like feeding yourself. You are learning something very valuable. You get nutrition by eating. You get great understanding and wisdom by going through this. And, okay, what that is you are a pearl in the making. You go through this, this oyster is going to open up, and there will be a pearl. Definitely, you are going through this for a reason. Abundance is waiting, and I feel like this fork is learning, and this is a beautiful outcome. Thank you so much. I truly hope this helps, and I will talk to you again very soon. Much love. Bye.